Here I am given that the second, third and the fourth terms are 240, 720 and 1080. We know the general term in x plus a to the power n will be tr plus 1 is equal to ncr x to the power n minus r a to the power of r, right? So what I am given, second term is 240, which means that nc1 into x to the power n minus 1 into a is equal to 240. nc2 x to the power n minus 2 a square is equal to 720, and nc3 x to the power n minus 3 a cube is equal to 1080. Fine. So I am going to call this as my equation 1, this as my equation 2, and this as my equation 3. Fine. So I have 3 equations and 3 unknowns, n, x and a. So definitely I can get the values of a, x and n. There sufficient information is there. So if I divide equation 1 by equation 2, what will I get? nc1 by nc2 into x to the power n minus 1 by x to the power n minus 2 into a by a square is equal to 240 by 720, right? What does that mean? This means that nc1 is simply n and nc2 is n into n minus 1 by 2, correct, into x by a is equal to 240 by 720. What is 240 by 720? That I can write as 24 by 72, or even it is 1 by 3, correct? So here n and n will get cancelled. This means that 2 by n minus 1 into x by a is equal to 1 by 3, or I can even tell 6 times of x by a is equal to n minus 1. Okay, this I am going to call as my fourth equation. Now similarly, if I divide the second equation by the third equation, I can do that because third equation is not 0. So what will I get? This means that nc2 by nc3 into x power n minus 2 by x power n minus 3 into a square by a cube is equal to 720 by 1080. What does this mean? nc2 is n into n minus 1 by 2 divided by n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 6, because 3 factorial will be 6, multiplied by x by a is equal to what? 720 by 1080, or this is equal to 72 by 108, or I can further simplify it as, if I divide them by 12, I'll get 6 by 9, or 2 by 3. Fine. So here again I can cancel n into n minus 1. So I'll get, and I can also cancel 2 and 6, and I will be left with 3. So if I cancel all these terms, what will I get? 3 by n minus 2 into x by a is equal to 2 by 3, or this I can also write as 9 times of 9 by 2 times of x by a is equal to n minus 2, correct? So this will be my fifth equation. I have my fourth equation like this and my fifth equation like this. So if I do fifth equation minus fourth equation, what will I get? 9 by 2, or rather I'll do the opposite, the fourth equation minus fifth equation. I can subtract them. So what will I get? 6 minus 9 by 2. 6 minus 9 by 2 will be 12 minus 9 by 2, which is same as 3 by 2 into x by a is equal to minus 1, n minus 1 minus n minus 2, which is 1, which means that x by a is equal to 2 by 3. Fine. So this further means that if I put this value of x by a in the fourth equation, what will I get? 6 into x by a is n minus 1, so n is equal to 1 plus 6 into x by a, which is 2 by 3, which is equal to 1 plus 4, which is 5. Therefore I got that the value of n is 5. Okay. After that I got the value of n, and I also got the value of x by a. So to get the value of x and a, what will I do? If I substitute the value of n is equal to 5 in, let us say, the first equation. The first equation is nc1 into x to the power n minus 1 into a is 240. So if I substitute that, what will I get? 5c1 into x to the power 4 into a is equal to 240, right? What is 5c1? It is simply 5. So x to the power 4 into a is equal to 240 by 5, correct? Which will be 48. So this I am going to call my sixth equation. I will write that down again. I got x to the power 4 into a is equal to 48. So x to the power 4 into a is 48 and x by a is 2 by 3. So if I multiply this equation with this equation, what will I get? X to the power 5 is equal to 48 into 2 by 3. What will that be? 48 by 3 is 16. 16 into 2 is 32, which is same as 2 to the power of 5. So x is equal to 2, which means that x by a is 2 by 3 and x is 2. So a will be 3. Therefore my final answers are n is equal to 5, x equal to 2 and a is equal to 3.